everybody, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning, welcome back, and for those of you who are new and just joining, thank you for joining me. I'm Nicole. I'm gonna go ahead and get today's daily out because I missed a couple days this week, so I decided to do them over the weekend to make up for it. So thank you for being patient and understanding. It's been a really busy week. It's Sunday, October 9th. Sunday, October 9th. It's the full moon. Yay. Letting go, releasing, cleansing, purging, getting rid of those things that are no longer serving of us. Healing, providing a space of healing and rejuvenation. So let's see, I'm at home today, just chilling out for a little bit, and I've got the full moon event tonight with my business. So that's exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Guys, this is a collective reading, so it may be for all of you or just a few of you. Make sure you take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I am available for personal readings on a limited basis. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as in the about section of the page too. So, all right, I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I don't know where you're at. The sun's shining here. It feels good. I'm moving into those darker days of the fall, so... All right, let's see what's going on for you guys. All right, Spirit, October 9th, please. Full moon energy. Hearing perception from Spirit, perception. Spirit, what do you got for us? Okay. Coherence, romantic love. Are we beginning new cycles? Are we getting our head and our hearts into alignment with one another? That would be lovely. I'm also going to try to get Libra, Scorpio out today for October. I'm running a little behind, guys. And if I have time, which not positive about, try to get some Sag out there too. So, all right. Spirit, give me something. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take those three. Alchemy, Passion, Divine Feminine. Guys, I'm using the cards fertility, new growth. I like it. This is the Sacred Geometry deck. Lots of reds. Holy moly. Take a look at these reds, blues, and purples. Primarily red and purple, but you can see those. Alchemy, Passion, Divine Feminine energy there. So, Alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. And Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. And this to me, that red, I'm such a color person, like when it comes to the chakras and all that kind of stuff, the colors always stand out to me. And all that red is just symbolic, I feel, of the root chakra, and also very symbolic of our passion and our desires for life moving forward. You know, where are we putting our passion and desires? I want to say be careful that it's not overkill also. Pay attention to how it's flowing, how it's working, how it's going for you at this time. Remember that, you know, we always have inside of us, Spirit is saying, the ability to transform, right? So maybe you've been down and out in the past. All of a sudden, it's kind of coming into a complete cycle and sequence of you stepping back into your power and into your energy. The Divine Feminine this year, I feel like, has really stepped into a space of, you know, being soft, gentle, nurturing, and caring, but also stepping into some masculine energy as well to assert the boundaries of where they need to be. Because sometimes when we become nurturers and carers, we tend to think that that is our only purpose, or that's the only thing that we do. And when we get into that space, we disconnect from our space of boundary as well. So it's important to hang on to all of that information and understanding behind it all. So, balance. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of us in general, the chaos of this year, it's like trying to get back into the groove of things and groove of real life after, you know, 2 years of just craziness happening economically around us in the world, all in general. But this year has brought a lot of tower moments, a lot of life-changing circumstances. And we've gone through a whole lot of chaos in the midst of all that. I think this is also asking us to remind us that asking us to remember that there is new growth to be had through this. And when we let go of the chaos, we step into a more stabilized energy of where we're going. We emit a calmness of patience and understanding. Life is bound to transform for us in any way that we need it to. So, guys, for everybody, this is going to resonate with you differently. So take, again, what is yours and leave the rest behind. So let's get, my ankle is itching. It's driving me crazy. Let's see what's going on here for the collective, please, Spirit. So just some little messages. Balance, angel of balance, door to Spirit. Spirit say up-leveling. We're up-leveling. We're changing, shifting. Tonight's a perfect night to let go. Make some moon water before the eclipse season comes on the 25th. You don't want to be making moon water or charging your crystals outside during that time. You're inviting chaos. So be aware of that if you did not know that. Man holding a coin. For some of you, I feel like there is a person coming in that's going to create a sense of calm, a refreshing renewal of spirit internally for you. They may come across as stable, put together. Understand that we all have, this person may have some type of past, some aspects of their self feel like it's been aged. So this can be male or female, it doesn't matter, right? But there may be a little defensive, a little slow moving, a little cautious in how they interact, but yet they present themselves in a very stabilized way. And we're gonna dive into that. Garden in the gate. I feel like this is really a moment for pause and reflection, trying to understand what's gonna make you happy in the long run. So we got the thinking man, the garden in the gate, and underlying that is the door to personal healing and happiness. I love this card. Another 7. There's the 7 is on the board. 10 and 30, so 1 and 3. And we got another 7 up top, so that's they're actually mirroring energies, reflective energies. Careful with your passion, how much you're exuding. I know for myself as a Scorpio, we're seeing a lot of times in fire energy. I've got an Aries, so my passionate energy can be a little overwhelming to some people. So be cautious of that right now. I kind of feel like think about what you're doing, or how, I don't want to say, don't make yourself something that you're not, but also think about how it may be perceived on the other side. So it's kind of like you can be passionate and you can be determined and you can be eager, but be cautious too. Some people who might be slower moving energies don't understand that side of it. So take heed to that. So let's see here. Let's do some clarifying of the man holding coin. This person may also feel boxed in around you somehow. They may have a very, very certain picture of how things are supposed to be. And Spirit's also showing me like a picture frame, but with nothing in it. So you go to Walmart or whatever, and you buy a new picture frame, and it's got a picture of like rainbows, butterflies, and this happy family kind of thing, right? This particular frame is empty. So what that signifies to you, I don't know. I tell people on the regular, I get stuff, Spirit shows me things, very clairvoyant. It means nothing to me. It may mean absolutely everything to you. So that may make sense, for you. So just pay attention. Spirit, this is me holding a coin. Got the card of Leo here. We're gonna take that one. What is that? Let's see. So for some of you right now, in dealing with a specific person, I feel like they're having a hard time communicating, a hard time speaking. It's taking some type of strength or courage to step into that. I do feel like they want to come in with some type of romance, some type of offer of sorts, but they're also very familiar to the past circumstances that surround them. They believe in a space of light, of something good, stable. Again, this Father of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, along with this man holding a coin, they're holding on to their stability, right? They're holding on to their sense of, whether it's, I'm hearing financial freedom. They may have been felt tied down to something in the past. And actually, let me see. I'm kind of getting, it might be a symbol in the ruins, and I'm not real sure because I don't do too much with those. But there is some type of symbolization, and Spirit's mentioning there's a symbol, there's something that is telling to who this person is for you. Very, very unique message there. I don't think I've ever really gotten something like that. But there's a symbol, like you're gonna know who this is around you and why they're there with you or around you, what they're there for. Like you're gonna have a very interesting inner knowing of this person. This could be a soul contract coming back in for you, some unfinished business that needs to be resolved in this physical existence. Somebody is hot to strike on this moment of what this is. The energy overall is this person is, you get the Father of Wands, or the King of Wands, as well as the Father of Pentacles. They appear to be extremely balanced, very aware of how they see things, very secure in themselves overall. So it's kind of like, but they see themselves very much as how they need to come across. Like they're trying to show you a perception of who they are. And to them, it may deal more with the material world. Like I've got, a nice vehicle, I've got a nice home, I've got, I don't need anybody. That kind of vibe, very independent vibe, but very self-made, which I think is a good thing though in a lot of ways. Like you don't ever want to be, in that codependent situation where somebody needs somebody. It's rather, we both can do it on our own, but it's beautiful when we come together kind of thing. So this could be male or female, of course, energies go both ways there. Let's do some clarifying, Spirit. They're hardworking, determined. They try to do it in a very peaceful manner. And I also feel as if you've got the card of Scorpio here, and then you've got that Six of Wands. And this particular Six of Wands to me is very much about transformational energy. In the traditional tarot deck, if you look at how they're portrayed rather than the intuitive side, it's victory, success, right? This particular deck to me is always signifying of transformation and growth. And Scorpio is that. Death, transformation, rebirth, the taboos, sex, all of those kind of things. But to me, this is in the six is always very karmic to me, or soulmate ties, no matter what six it is, because we come together in that. There's an equal balance of 3 and 3 is how I see it anyhow as a reader. So, it's evolving into something new. I feel like there is the desire to change and transform some energies there. Understand this person is trying to find a balance in how they speak, how they hear. It's the coordination of the throat chakra, how it's working together, and learning to speak the desires of the heart. They may feel in your presence that you bear all. You too also represent yourself in a very similar manner of that independent energy, right? Of doing your thing, being stable, grounded, well put together. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So if there's a lot of change happening. There may be a conflict of needing, I don't want to say a conflict. Spirit saying trying to pull it together, trying to bring it together. So there may be some time that is passing. You may be trying to figure out how to get out and about to do things at this time as well. And I feel like you're willing to wait is what I'm hearing from Spirit, willing to wait. And it's a matter of this Wheel of Fortune, the wheel spinning and turning, getting some forward momentum. I feel like things have been at a standstill for a while, because I feel like people, whether it be you or someone you're dealing with, or even the both of you, are very much in this work mode right now. Work, creating stable foundations, trying to find the will to keep going. Some days may feel so, significantly hard. Oh, excuse me. And then that 7 to me is about defending our position, why we need to do those things. but also some choice in that too. So a little bit of a different message that may resonate for some of you, it may not resonate for any of you. But take that particular message as you need to. So this thinking man in reverse. Spirit's saying you feel like some of your manifestations are not coming together the way you had hoped. Maybe feeling like you're very alone at this time. The Two of Wands. So some of you may be traveling at this time as well. I feel like some of you are in the need to sneak away from things, kind of like trying to take a reprieve, replenish your cups, not really taking a whole lot of action at this time. For some of you, you may be traveling to get away for a few days because you just need a rest. Let's see. Oh gosh. Ace of Swords. Eight of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's just no movement in the sense of moving forward or backwards in this particular portion. Trying to declare, trying to heed some disappointing factors around you, maybe finding some truth, and maybe, as I say, relationships around you. And there comes the Three of Swords. And the Mother of Swords to the Queen of Swords. You know, she's very, very knowledgeable, very aware, learning to cut things out, cut things off. She's gained a lot of wisdom as she's moved through things. I feel like you're very much paying attention. For some of you, I'm hearing there might be a rat in your presence, so be cautious of who you're communicating with, and are they being truthful at this time is very interesting. So I feel like you might be trying to discern what their motives are, and I feel like you know this when they're in your energy and your presence as to what their motives might be, and I feel like that's come up in bits and pieces. It's some other videos that I might have done, but you may be feeling a little bit disappointed by somebody's actions or lack thereof. I feel like you're leaving space for whoever this is in your life right now. I don't know if I would do that. It's okay if people come in and maybe they're just in a rough spot right now. But if you feel like it's bringing your energy down, it's time to disconnect from that. Like, we got to give grace, but in the same breath, if they're coming in and they're finding all these things that are wrong with the world, or they're declaring some type of hurtful and hateful truth to you, it's almost like they're trying to get a reaction from you somehow. So let me grab another deck here. I'm going to clarify the clarifiers here for a quick second. I want to see what this Three of Swords is about. What's going on there? You may have considered this person to be like family, like blood, to you. Chariot, Two of Cups. I feel like they, for some of you, this may go back to childhood. This may pertain to some family ties. You may be, when I say you're taking a rest and reprieve, you just may feel extremely drained by whoever this person is in your vicinity. And it's like you can't let them go and can't walk away from them, but yet you feel kind of stuck and tied to the disappointments of how they've behaved recently. And it's, you know that you need to take some kind of action, some type of movement forward, but I feel like you're very much stuck. It's like you kind of go back and forth weighing your options to whether to keep this person around or to not keep this person around, to entertain it, not to entertain it. I would say that their behavior is going to decipher to you what is worthy of your time, energy, and effort. I don't feel like they have an intention of bringing things together and in balance right now, truthfully. And understand that as we go through life, people aren't always meant to stay for a prolonged period of time, and this person appears to me to be, they kind of waiting. It's like they're waiting to see what kind of reaction they're going to get from you. Are you going to dive into their bullshit and their misery with them? This may be just a karmic soulmate type of situation where you guys are meant to teach each other, meant to learn something from these situations. I don't feel like this is major catastrophic kind of feel, but rather acknowledging on a small area of your life how they fit. And you may have dealt with situations like this in the past that were much closer to you, that were more hurtful in the past, but now it's kind of like I feel like the universe is coming in and saying, you know, you've done these things, and I feel like the universe is just trying to test you. Have you learned how to walk away from these situations? Have you learned how to invest your energy appropriately when it comes to this kind of stuff? So think about the lessons that you've already learned, and Spirit's literally saying from January forward. So whatever's happened this year, where you've maybe had to learn how to cut people off or, you know, exert those boundaries that are healthy for you. Do you have somebody in your energy that they may be close to you, they may not be. It depends on how you view them. But do you feel like they're kind of testing your limits or testing the waters with you, that you're gonna have to go, okay, like I can't participate in this with you. So just pay attention to what's going on. And again, you're gonna know if this is for you or not. All right, let's clarify the garden and the gate, please, Spirit. Spend a lot of time cultivating yourself, your home, you. You've got a lot of support around you. The devil, being afraid of stepping back into old patterns and old routines. 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands. And I was talking about that passionate energy earlier, right? Of we can jump in, you know, feet in the fire kind of thing and kind of take off running. I feel like here somebody is waiting to show who they are. But in the same sense, there's a whole lot of desire burning there to show as well how fruitful. Spirit, give me something, Spirit, give me something. It's almost like you're trying to show that you stand apart from the rest, right? You may see yourself and identify yourself as somebody very different than anyone else in comparison, and we are all unique individuals, some of us more so than others, and that's a beautiful thing that we stand into our own power, right? But it's like, it's almost an obsession of proving something, whether it's to somebody else or something to yourself, that you're not where you were, you're not those things. And it's like learning how to show those gifts in a more healthy manner rather than in an obsessive type sense. The Empress, yeah. Learning how to tone down, there's that Aries energy. Learning how to tone down your exuberance for life, learning how to hone that in, master that. Spirit is talking about creative expression also. That Daughter of Wands to the Page of Wands. And the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups. Understand if you're trying to entertain the idea of something new, whether it's a new group, a community, a person in particular around you that you're interested in, the people that you already know, you've evolved, you've changed, you've questioned whether or not to kind of join into another world here in the 3D, that you're gonna have to, don't feel like you're in a space that you have to prove yourself, because if you're authentically you, and you know this, you got the High Priestess there, you know this, you've got to be, just being you is all that it takes to prove who you are. So don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone to show you, but I also feel like you're trying to break free from patterns before where you were maybe come off a little strong and overly passionate and just like the super intense energy, which is my kiddo, sorry, she's in there giggling, where you're trying to tune that down. Don't water yourself down, but also just be genuine in who you are. And as you genuinely are you, all of these things, the alchemy, right, back in the beginning, is going to come into balance. Like, to me, the Ace of Cups and the Alchemy card are kind of one and the same. And then you've got the Two of Swords behind that, and that Six of Pentacles. Again, trying to decide how you're going to show who you are, how you're going to show your space. How can I show you that I am not a taker, but I'm a giver, and we can balance things out. So I think that that's a pretty unique thing there. That High Priestess. I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna be nosy today. All right. Oh golly. All right, guys. Let's see. Got the Page of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Death card, and that Nine of Pentacles is there again. And it came out with that Page of Wands again. So, okay. All right, Spirit Guides. What's good here? This to me is just, it's like a reminder of doing things an old way. And I'm not sure why it comes in that way to me, but that's really what I'm getting. Is it's an old, you're letting go of old outdated patterns, and you're afraid to, you don't want to be seen as anything but independently you, because it's like almost like you're afraid someone's going to come in and pull the rug out from underneath your feet as to what you've been able to accomplish so far. Don't be fearful. If that's where you're at right now, don't be in a space of fear, because, you're in a space right now where you are working towards, getting the rewards of the work that you've put in. Good gets good, bad gets bad kind of thing. And don't look back to the past. I think there was a reading the other day, and we talked about not looking back at that past anymore. And I think for some of you, because that message may not have been for you, this one here may be that you might keep looking back to the sorrows that were attached to the past, but you also know that there's something there. Gosh, all these lovely cards. There's something there that's awaiting for you, but this door to personal healing and happiness is open to you. And yet you're sitting behind the gate, kind of making a decision, or trying to make a decision as to what you're going to do. But when you open up and step into that glorious new space, there's a lot of love to be given through that, whether it's through friends, family, new relationships, new beginnings, and then, okay, yeah, and you're healing that broken heart space, right? There it is. You're looking back to that past, but you've got the Angel of Love community, finding a sense of belonging, that woman holding heart, woman holding heart, a man holding his heart, and then that door to personal healing and happiness. Like, you have a very clear picture, that High Priestess, and knowing of what can be, but you've also got to keep yourself in check. It's kind of like tangoing with the devil sometimes, coming out of those toxic patterns from the past, stepping into something new. But I feel like you're learning a new way of doing things, and that may take you a little bit of time, but don't be afraid of that. Like, just, if you got to tiptoe for a little bit, that Four of Cups that I've seen before, it's kind of like, that particular card's kind of like tiptoeing for me. Tiptoe, take your time. You can be protective of your energy, but don't be shut off either. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. So this is, well, when you see it, that's when you're meant to see it, right? That's divine timing at play. So if you found this resonates for you, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. You're going to get notifications each time videos go up, so make sure you hit the bell on there. I think you can personalize your notifications, and then get you guys out Libra and Scorpio. Excited. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Do that cleansing and purging tonight for the full moon, if this is the fear that you're sitting in or trying to break some patterns. Tonight's the night to do it, so get on it, all right? I'm wishing you guys the best weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.